Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Simon Hill. Welcome to my channel. This is Marmaris Meditations. I'm here in Marmaris with my beautiful wife, walking to the center. And today I'm going to talk about something that I don't have the answer to. Can you be pro-black while dating or marrying or having sex with people interracially, right? Let's say just with non-black people for in general. But I guess in specific, white people, right? Um, let's just be honest. I think the problem with the question itself is being pro-black. I don't define myself as pro-black. I define myself as pro-humanist, as someone who's fighting for the rights of all humanity with a particular interest on black issues because we face specific certain circumstances that are profound and unique only to us. And so I think while I am advocating for black people with my voice, with my small YouTube channel, with whatever I can do, at the other time, I'm trying to fight for the rights of all of us because defeating white supremacy in my mind was always about taking back humanity for us, making sure that all people were treated with dignity and respect. Now, let's just talk about the elephant in the room, or the big idea. There are some people who have a fetish for black people, right? And there are some black men who have a fetish for non-black women, right? And also black women too. There are many different people who like whatever they like. I'm not here to kink shame because I think the biggest problem in the world is people not accepting that they like what they like. If you the biggest taboo is you can't say you like white women, right? Nobody can say, hey, my favorite type of girls are white girls. Can't say that. See, luckily for me, I don't have a preference for white women. I like Indian women and Somalis, and of course Turkish women too. My wife is beautiful. She knows that, but she knows I'm playing. But I think, anyway, yeah, the biggest problem is people can't be honest with their kinks and with themselves. And so we live in this world where people, have fetishes and beliefs that might be problematic to some, but it doesn't matter because whatever you do in your bedroom is your choice. But for people who say you can't be pro-black and date interracially, the strategy for us fighting for our freedom should never be to just fuck the white supremacists out of existence. That's impossible and it doesn't make fucking sense because it's been going on since the beginning of time. People have been sleeping with people of different races, places, and ethnicities forever, and we still have the same problems today. So it's not gonna be fixed if everybody has a mixed baby or if everybody's sucking on big black cock. That shit's not gonna change. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm talking spicy today. I'm talking spicy because it's the truth. All right. So the goal is for all of us to have our humanity and for all of us to love who we love and be with who we want to be with, regardless of what people think. Because no matter what, I'm going to stand beside this woman till the day I die. And I'll kill any one of y'all for it. I'll jump in your shit, bitch. And another thing, some of our greatest heroes, Frederick Douglass, W.B. Du Bois, the list goes on. Many of our greatest martyrs and shaheeds died for us, slept with the enemy, as they say. They were laid up with white women, white men, whatever. Does that matter? Does that care? Does that take away their blackness? No. No, it does not. No, it does not. Some of our greatest heroes, Barack Obama, Malcolm X to some extent, I believe he had some white DNA. Some of our greatest heroes have been partially white, mixed, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter because we're all facing the same thing. The white supremacists don't care if, you sleep with your sister, you sleep with their sister and their sister has a baby. It doesn't matter because they still don't see us as human because that's been going on since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of time, the slave masters raped our grandmothers. And then what did they do with those children? They didn't treat them like they were their sons or daughters. They treated them like property, literally made their own children slaves. So the strategy is not to, sleep with the devil to try to turn him into an angel. That wouldn't happen. The goal and strategy of all of us, of all people on the planet, is to be pro-humanist, anti-white supremacist, and to make a world better for all of us. All of us. And that's my honest opinion about this. And I think another thing, the gender war that's happening on YouTube with so many black men mad at black women saying that they're divesting and all this stuff, this is just petty nonsense. it's not really a big issue because 99 like 90% of all black men will marry and reproduce with black women, and the same with black women. And most people stick with the people of their own race or ethnicity, whatever, so it's not a big deal. you know Relationships like mine are a minority. Most interracial relationships are a minority, and even if they were the majority, it would not change the fact that we live in a world and a society that is anti-black. And we need to change that, not just for black people, but for all people, because once they do shit to us, they start fucking over everybody else. And we've seen this time and time again. They started by bombing Black Wall Street and ended by bombing Pakistan, ended up by bombing Afghanistan, ended up by bombing Vietnam. All the shit that America did to the rest of the world, they started by doing it to us. Swear to God. Swear to God. So, anyway, babe, you have something to say?
No, but I was just thinking about like how we talked about this before,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's just like ends in your own mind, and not with whoever you choose to be with. And like I told you this, like by the time that we decide to get married and have children, our personalities are set. So you believe what you believe, and probably the person that you are with agrees with you, most probably.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would affect like any type of change in the world, except if we don't change our minds. So yeah, that's just
Exactly.
it.
And in case anybody didn't hear her when she was talking because of the car, she basically said, like, your mind is already set when you pick the person who you're going to be with. You already have your political views, your social views. If you dislike, black people, or if you have conservative reactionary views, you already have that. And whether you like big black cock or not, you're still gonna be a fucked up person, Trump supporting ass person. Is that
Yeah,
essentially what you
yeah,
said?
yeah.
Right. And it's the same. There are some black people who have right wing reactionary views, and the white women they sleep with, or whoever they sleep with, have left wing views, and they're not going to change each other's views. They'll probably just hate fuck each other out of existence. I'm talking spicy today, but it's time we had some real talk about this issue. So, on the one hand, I do understand black women and black men probably feeling like insecure when they see, one of us with a person that is not black. But man, I always thought the fight was for our freedom and our humanity. That's all. That's all. That's all I'll say. So,
Bedroom should not be a political place.
the bedroom is not a political
Yeah,
place. It's not a political place. Your wedding ring is not a political statement. It's about living your life to the best of your ability. You know? So that's just a marmaris meditation. It's a marmaris meditation. All right? Let's stop fighting each other, black people on the internet. Let's stop trying to fight over divestors and swirlers and all this other nonsense. The enemy is still white supremacy at the end of the day, and American imperialism and American hegemony. Fuck the colonizers. That's what I'm talking about. All right, peace.